Hello, everybody. So, good evening. Welcome tonight. I don't know how this is going. I think that we are quite all right. How are you tonight? So, we're gonna wait a few minutes so everybody who wants to get can get here, and then we will start. So, today, big day because finally we are done with season 1, and it will be quite exciting to go into season 2, of course. I have reacted to well, I have been watching the OVAs number 1, 2, and 3. When I say 1, 2, and 3, I'm talking about the most important ones being Ilse's Notebook, No Regrets Part 1 and No Regrets Part 2. Like I said in the community tab, I'm going to be watching the other two, whose names I still do not know what they are. But these are not going to be reacted to on YouTube. But don't worry, I'm going to be watching them all. And I've already so watched No Regrets and Ilse's Notebook. So we're going to be able to talk about these two tonight before you get to see the reactions dropping tomorrow. So how are you? Okay, I see people arriving. So how's the feed? Are you receiving me well? Is the image okay? Is the sound alright? I hope, at least. I hope normally should be good. Should be better than last times. So I have prepared a character tier list, and I found as well a an episode tier list. So I don't know if you're interested in this, but I prepared this because I thought maybe that would be something quite interesting to do, to rank our episodes of season 1. So yes, the tier list that I have has the 75 or so episodes, but we're only going to be, of course, reviewing the first 25. So I'll wait, since I'm a little late. I'm gonna wait until let's say 10, yeah, 10 or 12, and then I'm gonna start talking about my review of season 1. Hi, nice to see you. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing fine. By the way, there's always a little delay in between the chat that I receive and I think that the live. So if I'm not replying immediately, that may be most probably why. So I'm trying to get the list of all the episodes, so I get a little recap. Because I may not remember all the episodes just given the number. Episode season 1 on Wikipedia, of course, because Wikipedia. Wikipedia. Here we go. Season 1, list of episodes. Okay. I got them all. This is going to be fun. So when you get here, tell me where you're coming from, because so far I've been trying to choose. Well, I've been streaming at this hour so far. The only 2 other streams that I've done have been at this hour because I think it's a nice time for people of the West and people of the East to come at the same time. For some, it's the afternoon, the morning. For others, it's the end of the day. Maybe another time I could try another schedule, but it fits right my personal schedule as well to do it this hour, because usually I film and I edit all day, and since I'm posting all the days, I'm pretty much editing and recording every day. Some days I just do editing, some days I just do recordings, but so it leaves me late at night to live stream. But maybe during the summer we're gonna end a couple of shows. I reckon we're gonna be ending Violet Evergarden pretty soon. We're gonna be ending The Hunting of Bly Manor as well. I don't know yet if I'm gonna put something else there, so we're gonna see maybe if I can do more live streams that way. So by the way, I hope that the tier list that I got for the characters is complete, because I've checked out and numerous templates, and some of them were missing characters. I reckon that some of them were presenting characters that have not been introduced yet. So I think that this one is complete and is the good one, the accurate one. At least the faces that I see, I know them, if I'm not mistaken. Or if maybe there are faces that I'm supposed to know that I forgot you're going to tell me, guys, but shouldn't be happening. Hello, the one and only Danny DeVito. How are you? Hello, Japan. Hello. Good morning. So people are getting. So should we start, or do you think I should wait a little bit more? Because we can start right here. I'm gonna start. You know what? I'm gonna start, and then people are gonna join in, and they're gonna leave, and they're gonna come in, and you know how it goes. So, season 1. What did I think? First of all, when I decided to start Attack on Titan, I knew how monumental of an institution it was, both in Japan, of course, but through the rest of the world as well. I mean, I definitely grew up with people around me talking about Attack on Titan, and I never really paid that much attention because I don't know, but I've always known of the name Attack on Titan. Hello, Sis Rest. How are you? So, it was time for me, starting YouTube and everything. Hi from Ohio. I struggled saying this. Ohio. I don't know why. Hello. And I knew that if I started a YouTube channel, I knew that I would have wanted to do Attack on Titan on it. So this is why it was with Ruby, the very first show that I did on the channel. Hello, Andy. Nice to see you. More Detroit Become Human. Well, Detroit Become Human is going to be doing just like Dark Souls. It's going to be one day out of two. I'm doing 2 games at the same time, and so I can only do 1 day out of 2. So mainly going to be sessions of an hour or an hour and a half, depending on my mood. And so, like I said, I knew that I wanted to do Attack on Titan, and I knew that I was going to be discovering something that a lot of person would like. I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, because I didn't know anything of the plot. I didn't know anything of the characters. So it was totally. I was going in totally blind. I didn't even know the name of the heroes or the characters. I didn't know nothing, not even a catchphrase, or I don't know if there was any such thing. But of course, I had already seen images of the show. I had already seen the Colossal Titan, because I think it's quite an emblem, of the show, even though we've seen it only twice during the very first season. San Pellegrino or Perrier. Oh, very. But I have to tell you, I'm a fraud because this bottle, I have no more San Pellegrino, and this is the last bottle that I finished this morning. So it is just refilled with tap water right now. I'm supposed to get another shipment, another delivery of errands on Monday. So I'm gonna get my San Pellegrino on Monday. And so when I started first episode, I was just going, sitting and preparing myself to watch any other show really and to see what it was about. And what really surprised me was the violence, as you could tell, because I reckon you've seen my episode one reaction. What surprised me is the violence. I have nothing, against violence in shows. I have nothing with the gore. I love horror movies. I love the Saw series. Sorry. So I have no problem at all with the gore. But for some reason, I was not expecting that degree of violence because I've seen, Blue Exorcist. I've seen Death Note. I've seen other animes like this, but or at least to my recollection, they've never been this graphic. And so what surprised me is how graphic Attack on Titan was, because I wasn't going with that in mind, Hello Vivi, nice to see you. Hello Luis, nice to see you. It's just a parenthesis. It's really great to see all of you guys all the time, the same people, because you're watching and reacting to very different content of mine, and it's such a delight for me to see you all coming into one place during my lives and to get to talk to you. So yes, and so the violence really surprised me. And I was not expecting this. It was just violence over violence over graphics over graphics over gore. And it was more and more. And even though it's an animation, I think that this makes it even more graphic because, when you do a TV show, the blood is not red really. Blood is not that red really. At least in cinema and everything, unless they're doing Tarantino, but that's something else. But here, so you could see clearly the blood, you could see clearly the dismemberment. It was done with spectacle, it was done with explosions, the sound and everything, because obviously I'm watching the show with a headset, so the sound, you feel it even more than if it was just, coming from the computer speakers. So that was really a show to behold. That was really a wave of feels and emotions that I would really I would almost say suffering of, because I was not expecting this. So it was really just put on me like this, and it was intense. This is why I renamed, because the first episode was not I didn't start the first episode, the name of the reaction, but that was intense, and then I renamed it because, yes, that was intense. Washing clothes. No, she's stressed. No, but Detroit's OST is really nice. But right now I'm hell bent on wanting to do a review of Attack on Titan's OST because I really fell in love with that OST. And as much as Detroit's OST is really good, I don't find it quite revolutionary. While Attack on Titan's, that's something else I want to talk in the review. Attack on Titan's OST is really mixing genres, and there's chorus with electronic music, chorus with orchestral music with electronic music, and it's calling on very different currents and very different influences, and in a show that, I don't know, there are sounds in the music of Attack on Titan that you wouldn't expect to be here, and it works marvelously. I'm a sucker for the bells. That there is that soundtrack that has bells in it. I think that is a really fun addition. Yes. Um, yes. If you know which OSTs I'm the most sensitive to when you're watching my reactions, and there's these OSTs. The more you watch the show, the more you watch the episodes, the more you know when they might come in. And so when you hear that music, and maybe the action hasn't happened yet, but you start to hear the music coming in, you know that shit's gonna happen. You know how it's gonna go down, and that's always quite a delight. Regarding characters on a broad way, because then I'm gonna talk about the actual narrative of Attack on Titan, which is of the season one. But the characters, in a broad fashion, are all great. They're all interesting. They all have their own personality, and you can really tell them apart from each other. Because there are these shows that a character is there, but they do not have any distinct personality, or you're you know um, whether they were here or not, it wouldn't make any difference. While here in Attack on Titan, every character, even those that you may see only on the span of one episode or just a few minutes or something like this, they have something to bring to the table, or they have something to do, or that is quite that is something, not always something meaningful, but they're here and their addition gets noticeable, So regarding this, all the characters are quite fine. Now, obviously, there are some characters that I preferred more than others. Now we're going to talk about these ones when I get to do the character tier list. But there are definitely characters that I liked, characters that I liked a little less, character that I disliked totally, and characters that I loved. So be prepared for unpopular opinions. By the way, I started reacting to the show, reading the comments, so I know what some of my early unpopular opinions might be. Then I quit reacting. Reading the comments, because spoilers. If you haven't seen my spoiler talk video, go check it out. But yeah, I started not to read the Attack on Titan comments anymore, so I may not know if I have any unpopular opinions on the later episodes or not. But yes, I may have unpopular opinions, so be careful. Now, regarding the narrative of season one, I definitely liked more the second half than the first half. The first, let's say, 5 episodes were really nice introduction to the series. But then I felt like it was going not a little, yes, I'm going to say a little down, because even though if the narratives were quite fun, even though it was always a delight to see them fight titans and everything, I felt like the part where Eren tried to figure out his powers, where we were trying to figure out what happened to Eren, recovering Eren, plugging in the hole in the wall, Maria, I think it was, or the rose wall. I'm still mixing them up, sorry. I thought it was a little bit too long, I think I think they could have made it maybe 25% shorter. Yeah, Attack on Titan is really heavy, Vivi. Annie! It's funny. It's funny sometimes to see you guys' names. And yes, the show is quite heavy. But like I was saying, before we started the second half with the 57th expedition, we were paddling, we got introduced to new characters and everything, but I thought that it was a little bit long, because I wanted to get rid of it. Once you've understood, that the character is struggling on one point, you're paddling. I mean, Armin has spent 4 episodes whining. I mean, at the end of the first episode, you already understood what he was struggling with. On the second episode, I think that by the end of the second episode, you could have already closed that struggle of the character, because then they really did it over the span of 4 or 5 episodes even, and it was always the same thing and always the same thing. And the first few times, of course, that Armin was whining, it was okay because it was the start, and it's normal that it comes back, But then I just felt uninterested, the interest wasn't there anymore, because it was just the same thing, and at some point you get into real trouble with what's going on with the Titans, the attacks and everything, and the drama, that you just want to tell Armin, look boy, I understand you, I understand the hardship, but shut up, we need to go now. And all you, or at least I as a viewer, all I want to go to see is them to go solve the problems that they have, and not spend 50% of the episodes on Armin whining and just trying to find his place or what to do. Hello, good morning, Japan, where the sun rises. And so, yes, that was maybe my downer for a couple of episodes, Armin's whining, and then it was just about trying to get Eren up on his feet. Basically, when one character isn't whining, then another one takes over. One character was whining, then Eren was just feeling defeated and was unable to do anything. Then it was Mikasa. Then, and luckily, hopefully, it stopped on the second half of the episode when we had to deal with actually how can we use Eren's Titan's powers, the 57th expedition beyond the walls, coming back and everything. So I definitely preferred the second half than the first half. But the first 3, 4 episodes, 5 episodes were really great. So, if you guys have any questions, by the way, of things that I may not be talking about in a review, or if there's something that I missed, or if there's something that I said in a specific episode that you remind or that I didn't talk about, that is the moment, because I'm not reading the comments under the episodes. I'm not reading them at all, so I don't know if you guys had any questions for me in there or not, any remarks or any anything that you wanted to clarify maybe for me. No spoilers, but if you had anything like this, that's the moment to get them to my knowledge, so do not hesitate. Hello, Kyo, nice to see you. So I meant to check, but I forgot. So I'm gonna do this right now. It was about the 3 corps of the military in Attack on Titan. Because I get the name in French because season 1 I'm watching in Japanese, subtitled in French, because I'm watching the show on Netflix, and Netflix doesn't want me to have any English subtitles. I've tried anything, everything, and when I say anything and everything, I do mean anything and everything. And I wasn't able to get any subtitles in English. So I get the names of the different militaries, the characters, the names of the titans and everything. I get everything in French, and obviously I know that in English it's quite different, and it was quite nice because I got to have the OVAs subtitled in English, so I got to familiarize myself with some of the terms that I've been missing on in English to refer to them in the video. So it was quite nice, even though even in English sometimes the translation isn't quite the same. Basically, for the Survey Corps, in one episode it was called the Survey Corps, and in one OVA it was also called the Scouting Legion. So I'm just gonna. So there's the Survey Corps, the Garrison, the Military Police Brigade. Okay. So we're gonna have. I'm gonna make a little survey to ask you guys what would you join? I hope that it went to the right place. Yep. What corps would you join? Because I'm quite interested to know if they... Because obviously in season 1 we've been introduced to mainly the Survey Corps, and we've been introduced to the military brigade. But I don't know if maybe the other corps are quite popular to somebody else. So I'm not exactly sure, by the way, what the Garrison is. Will I be reacting to the movie Feast of the North Star? I don't know. I've never heard of that movie. I might be interested in, but I have already a lot of anime movies scheduled. I have a lot of Ghibli movies, basically, because people are asking me to react to a lot of Ghibli movies, so I have already all of them queued up. So that is why, by the way, in my latest movie reaction community poll, I said that I wouldn't consider any Ghibli movies in the suggestions because I have already all of them queued up. So, but I'm open to other anime suggestions. But yes, I have a lot of movies to be doing, so I'm not gonna be doing only animes. I'm probably gonna do one anime every 4 weeks or so now. So the Garrison is the largest. Which protects and maintains orders within the walls. Okay. So I'm just getting a little bit more of clarification over the different military corps. Okay, I got it. So 3 votes. Okay, so there's someone who would rather get to the military police brigade. All right, okay. But a lot of people are ready to put their lives in jeopardy to go. So why would you rather go to the Survey Corps? Is it the excitement of just getting out and trying to kill titans, or maybe just the sheer will to protect the people? I don't know. And to you who have been, who wants to join the military police brigade, why so? Is it like most of them to stay in the inner walls and to stay alive? I'm gonna eat a chocolate, because I crave a chocolate. So you're gonna hear me chew. Okay. There's somebody else who would join the garrison. Interesting. Okay, so not everybody is in for the civic. Okay, so that's quite interesting to know. So I expect we're gonna have probably a better understanding of all the different corps in the future or everything like this. This is gonna be quite interesting. So should we? So like I said, I have a character top tier list and I have an episodes top tier list. Which one would you like me to go with first? Tell me in the chat. Would you rather go with the characters first or the episodes? More people are getting into the garrison, okay. So yes, I don't know if there's a delay. How long is the delay between the video and the live? So I'm just gonna wait a little bit if maybe some of you guys are writing in the chat or not. Just to know if you'd rather start with the characters or the episodes. And if in, let's say, a minute I don't get any replies, I'm just gonna decide. Ba-da-ba. Alright, then let's go with the characters, because I feel that's the one that's going to take the less time, and then we're going to end on maybe something that took a little more time. What do you say? Let's do this. So I'm going to switch. Here we go. Do you have the screen right? Is the screen okay for you guys? I'm gonna go down a little bit. Okay. I'll let you tell me if you see my screen and everything, if everything is all right for you, and then when you're ready, we're gonna start reviewing the characters. I think I may receive the chat with a huge delay because I'm just receiving your no. I don't have any. I think if I'm not mistaken, you're replying to the question to know if you're having any preference in between the characters or the episodes. Yes, I tried, and Netflix is no. So I suppose the screen must be all right. So okay, let's start. Who are we gonna start with? So we're not gonna start with the main characters. Obviously, we're gonna leave them for the end here. Dans la garnison du coup, Vivi. Je pense que ça s'appelle la garnison. Ils sont entre les deux. So it's interesting. Currently, the poll is at a tie in between the Survey Corps and the garrison. In fact, it's pretty even. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. I would have thought that maybe like everybody wanted to join the Survey Corps. I know it's quite even. I'm really surprised. So let's start with the characters. So I do believe that this is Eren's and Mikasa's mom. I'm gonna say Mikasa's mom as well. She was great, but she. By the way, so there is S plus S A B C D F. I'm not gonna use the F S plus. I'm leaving it there because maybe I might change decision at some point. I don't know, but I do not expect to be using it. So the mom, the poor mom who died eaten in half. To me, she'd go on a C, because she's an okay character. For me, the C is okay. We only saw her in one episode, and it was just like 2 scenes. So she was not a bad character. So she was not D or F, but I can't say. Would love to work with Atlas. Yes, we're gonna talk about him later. So the mom, she's okay. She's just there. Let's do the father then. Well, the father is gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay also, but he's gonna be a little less than the mother because he didn't die. you know. He didn't die, so it was not as poignant, I would say. His existence was not so far, at least in season 1. Do remember, I'm only reviewing season 1. His existence in the show was not as poignant as the mother's. And he might even not be a C minus, but a D plus, maybe even. but I'm gonna leave me some room, for more and for less. Once we're done placing all the characters, maybe I'm gonna come back and make some changes. But yeah, for now, this is where he stands. Hannes. Alright, so our little drunk Hannes. What are we gonna do with him? He seems to be a really fine guy. But so far his existence has not been the greatest in the show. But granted, he wanted to protect the mother. He didn't manage to, but he wanted to protect her. So I'm gonna give him a C plus and put him above the mother. Because to me, he's really top C. He's not B, because B, I think I'm gonna leave me some room, I'm gonna see for the moment what could be in C. Who shall we go with next? Let's go with Tough. Should we go with Sean and Beanie? Sean? Is that the name, Sean? Yes, I think. I don't remember which one is which one, obviously. But they're Titans and they died and they did nothing. They were really creepy. They're going to go on an F. I'm sorry, but they're definitely going to go on an F. They're weird. They didn't do anything. They died. They weren't even badass. They weren't even funny. It's not that they were bad characters, it's just that they were characters that you don't care that much. They're just there. They don't do anything. So I can't, valuably, reasonably rank them. So that lady here, she doesn't ring any bell. I don't know who that is. I think she was maybe misplaced. Because I don't know her. This one I don't know either. There's this big guy. So if I'm recalling, this is like the landlord that we see at some point, where with pixies. That guy was terrible. So by the way, I don't know if I should rank these, like my favorites and the worst, or just bad writing. I don't know. I'm gonna go with love and hate. I'm gonna go with that. The big guy obviously is going on an F plus, cause come on, he's terrible. He doesn't have anything to life really. He doesn't do anything. He's in his castle, his residence, and he believes Pixies is just bad at gaming. He doesn't realize that Pixies is just playing him. Terrible. That instructor. Oh! That instructor. I mean, that guy was the funniest. He seemed to know what it takes to do things, He strikes me as the kind... Well, I'd like to say he strikes me as the kind of guy you don't want to be a Titan and cross, But we haven't seen him fighting, because obviously in the show and in every other kind of show, we've always seen that character who seems really badass and that just would get killed in an instant. So, nevertheless, I had a blast with him, just him taking people by the head and everything. So I'm going to put him in B. It was really a blast, and a shame we didn't get to see him past episode 4, I think, was the last time we saw him. So maybe we're going to see him back in season 2. That would be really great. Because I really enjoyed his presence. Trust me, the story gets 1000% better. Well, I trust you, Epic AMVs. I trust you because what I could take from season 1 is that season 1 in itself just got better as the episodes progressed. Um, so I hope that the seasons get like this, and I hope that the very ending is not gonna disappoint because I'm always looking forwards to a show ending, and I'm often really disappointed. But it's always the same. I mean, it's never easy to end something. So yes, but I trust you when you tell me that this story gets 1,000% better. Now, this guy here, I don't remember his name, but that guy, um, uh, what should I do with him? What should I do with that guy here? You don't see my. I do not believe. Yes, you see my pointer. Do you? Do you not? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to talk about this guy here. What should I do with him? I'm really, because the guy really pissed me off. I mean, he was a blatant idiot. One of the greatest idiots humanity has ever created. Um, but I mean, John John K is telling F. That's really funny. John FK. That's really funny. IJP is saying the, because he was terrible. I mean, the fat noble guy was is a terrible person, but as a character, he didn't piss me off as much as that guy did. So I don't know if he deserves to be above the big noble guy. That's the thing. Listen, I'm gonna put him. Je suis d'accord, LJP. Je suis d'accord. I love many characters I cannot choose. That's always the problem. I'm gonna put him F plus. I'm gonna see in the end if maybe I move him to D minus. But right now, because to me, yes, the noble guy is. I don't know if I hate idiocy more or ignorance more. Because the military guy is an idiot. But the nobleman is ignorant. And I don't know which one is worse, because the idiot should know better, yet he's an idiot. Well, the ignorant guy, well, he's just ignorant, and you could say it's not his fault that much. So we're gonna see about them too later on. It's let's go with the priest guy. These guys are just terrible. They're just terrible. And I'm definitely this one gonna put him under the nobleman. Because in my opinion, there is nothing worse than somebody who is so convinced that they are right, but are so wrong. Because the priest guy is so wrong, yet he's so convinced that he is right and entitled to his power. And to me, there's nothing worse than this. So that lady doesn't ring any bell. So the persons that do not ring any bell, I'm going to put them in the end of the list, and I'm going to see with them later what's up. This one doesn't ring any bell. This one doesn't ring any bell either. That's about it. Who's next? Let's go with what's her name? Reno, Reto, Rita, something like this. No, Reno, I think. She was. I mean, I really enjoyed her personality, her way of being, and everything. Um, I still don't know if she would make the choices that I would enjoy. You know, but I enjoyed her personality. So I believe I'm definitely going to put her in B. Yep. But I don't know if I'm going to put her under or above the instructor, whose name I don't remember. I believe I'm going to put her under just because I'm not sure. Because she has both the potential, you know, to be a character that I love and or to be a character that I would loathe. Depends on what decisions she's probably going to make in the future seasons, you know. Because I like people like her, but it can go both ways. So just because I have that little reserve regarding her, I'm going to put her under the instructor. Who should we go to next? This lady here. So we saw her in the last episodes, in the last couple of episodes. Well, no, in the episodes of the reveal, Annie's reveal. Sunny and Bean, that's it. Because I was on Sean and Bean. No, Sunny and Bean. That's right. So this girl here. I found her quite superficial and a little annoying. Not gonna lie. Yeah, because I had in my head I was polluted by the actor Sean Bean, you know. So so yeah, that character was a little annoying. Not my cup of tea at all. Quite fake. She was poking at Annie. It was limit bullying, you know. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really enjoy her. And because I didn't enjoy her that much, but she has potential. I'm not gonna put her in D. I'm gonna put her in C minus for the moment, but she may be a D. Am I speaking too loud, by the way? It's quite probable I'm speaking too loud. I'm gonna speak lower. I don't know why. I'm just starting to feel it in my thought that I might be speaking louder, even though I'm really close to the mic. I don't know why. I feel like I'm screaming. So just this lady here. Would you put her in D or in C? And just based on your thoughts of the first season, obviously, because I suppose you know obviously what she comes to be in the later seasons. But given what we have season one, where would you put her? You put her close to the fat man. Is that what you mean? So in the poll, the survey corps is winning, followed by the garrison, then the military police second. Yeah, the instructor was really nice. The instructor, I really liked him. Wait, I think there is a huge delay in the chat because I think you guys are answering to questions that I asked like maybe 5 minutes ago. I think that is what the Sean and Bean is about and what the instructor thing is about. Yes, there is like a 5 or 6 minutes delay in between what I'm saying and the chat that I am receiving. So I don't know if that's coming up from, if that's normal, if that's coming from my internet connection. So that might be quite a little pain in the ass. So maybe just anticipate the delay. So that lady here, I'm gonna put her in D right now, because these characters, you know, Hannes, the mom, the father, they were okay characters, they were nice, but this girl here was quite annoying, so I'm gonna put her in D for now. We're gonna see in the end. If you have anything to say, really, just send them, and even though if the text only comes like 5 minutes after, I'm still gonna answer to it because I still get them and I'm gonna review what I'm doing, but I'm gonna just shoot through it and we're gonna see. That's gonna be easier than just me waiting on you to respond, because yes, apparently I do have a 5 minute or something delay in the chat. This guy here doesn't ring any bell. This guy here, I'm not sure who that is. I'm gonna put him here because I think I know him, but I forgot. This guy is the same. I have the feeling that I know him. I have a feeling that I definitely know him, but I do not remember. So I'm gonna put him here right now. I'm gonna wait and we're gonna see later. Same for this guy here. Same for this guy here. Shall I go to Marco? Marco, what are we going to do with Marco? He was a fine character. He had a good spirit, but we didn't see much of him. It's quite funny because we didn't see much of Marco, yet his death had a really great impact on Jean. Jean, okay, I thought that Jean was missing from the pool, but no, okay, he's here. So Marco, in my opinion, is a C character, and I'm gonna put him over Hannes, because obviously we saw a little bit more of him than Hannes. But to me, he's a C because we didn't get to know him much. We didn't get to, you know. So he's gonna be a C. Oh, is that Thomas? Is this one Thomas? I think. I think I make. We're gonna see. We're gonna see who's left, and then we're gonna deal with them. Oreo. By the way, I thought that this guy was Gunther. No, this guy is Gunther. And in the reaction, I think that I referred to Oreo as Gunther. I mixed up the two, in fact. So here, Oreo. I'd like to put him as a C, because he was let's say he was grotesque a little bit, you know. He was a fine character. I have nothing against him. But he didn't really especially shine, and his presence was quite funny, you know, biting his tongue and everything. But he was kind of a diva, or a divo, as we say. And sometimes his behavior could be quite a little annoying, because he likes to play chief pretend, leader pretend, squad leader pretend, captain, colonel pretend. I'm gonna put in C. Plus, because even now that he's dead, I could do the show without him, you know. I do not think that this is a great loss for the show, so I'm gonna put him in under Marco. Yes, over Marco. I'm gonna put him over Marco because I got to enjoy him more than Marco, just for this fact. Because Marco, we didn't get that much of him, so because we got to experience Gunther a little more than Marco, I'm gonna not Gunther, CI again, Oreo. I'm gonna put him over Marco. let's go with. I don't remember this guy. His face is familiar, but I don't remember. Oh yes, he took over from. Yeah, Pixies gave him the leadership on Eren's mission. I remember. Let's do him. To me, he was a C. I mean, grading these characters is quite good, to structure your mind. Rico, that's the name of the girl. Okay, I'm just receiving your messages right now. Sorry. So yes, the girl that is now in tier B is called Rico. That's it. So this guy here that I have is a he might be a B. It might be a B minus. I was about to say minor. B minus because he had really great leadership skills and he trusted Mikasa even though she had proved nothing yet. And it was quite enjoyable. I mean, I think in operation he could be a valuable character. Valuable leader. I'm going to put him in B. But I'm going to put him under Rico because I wouldn't say that I didn't like him as much because I liked him, but for different reasons than Rico. I may put him over Rico. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put him over Rico. Because Rico has this thing where she's still on edge for me, so... So I'm going to put him over, but I'm going to put him under the instructor because the instructor was just too funny. So this guy here, I'm not sure. So this guy is Gunther, I think. Gunther to me is a C, and he's under the father because he didn't make a special impression on me. He was just there, part of the team, but didn't do anything remarkable, Who are we gonna go with next? Petra. She's a B. She's gonna be a B. Under or over the instructor. I'm hesitating. Hello, Christian. I believe, yeah, Petra will be a B, and I will put her under the instructor because the instructor is a stronger character, in my opinion, in the way that he really stood out in a particular way to me. Mate. Where are you coming from, Christian? The same mate. So yes, I'm going to put Petra under the instructor for that reason. Because I really, really, really enjoyed Petra, but on the long run, she will not have had the same impact, I think, on me in the show as the instructor had. Even though the instructor really, we just saw him at the beginning and at a moment where it was not as dire as when we saw Petra. But just his personality really marked me. And mostly just because she was part of Leva's squad. Indeed. She was quite... you must be quite badass to be part of it. Now, who should we tackle? So is it Krista? Is this one supposed to be Krista? Because the picture that it shows here is not 100% a character. It's like a moment where the animation is a bit different. From Lima, Peru. Nice to see you. What time is it in Peru? Krista, I didn't experience her much. So we saw her in that episode with the horses where all the guys are like, want to marry her. But I think that we've seen her before this, but I do not remember the context at all. So I'm gonna put her in B-. No, I'm gonna put her in C+. Because we haven't seen much of her, and I'm gonna put her over Julio. Which makes me wonder just Marco's position. It's 9 p.m. Alright. In Peru. So yes, that makes me question Marco's position. I'm gonna touch Marco later on. When I place a character, I'm not gonna touch them right now. I'm gonna touch them at the end. Rainer. Rainer has a really good spirit and he's quite badass. He's definitely going to be a B. He might be a... I'm gonna put him in B. And he's gonna be a B+. He's gonna be at the top of my... No, over the instructor or under the instructor. Yet it's still this instructor, you know, because the guy has made such an impression. Mikasa, I'm going to talk about Mikasa in a second. Hello, GA, nice to see you. Welcome. So, Rainer, I'm not sure. Let's put him under the instructor, okay? Because the guy is quite nice, he's a great character, but the instructor has got a really great impression on me. That guy... So if I'm not mistaken, this guy is the one that was trying to arrest Erwin at the end of the season, right? He's with the military brigade. If that is the case, he is going to be a D. And he's going to be over the little Miss Bratty. Because the guy he wasn't good. He was a bit of an idiot, but in the end he made the good choice. If I'm not mistaken, the characters, he made a good choice in the end. But he was kind of an idiot, so he's gonna be D+. If I'm not mistaking the character, if this is the wrong character that I'm talking about, just tell me and I'm gonna change this. Commander Pixis is going A. Hands down, Pixis is an A. It might even be an S, you know, but that I'm leaving a range, you know. I'm leaving a range because I need some space. But he's definitely going to be an A because the character is so badass, he's so composed, I'm loving him. Stressful situation, calm, yet he knows how to get authority. He knows how to be respected. When you disagree with Pixis, you better have a good reason to disagree and you better have a good argument because otherwise the guy is gonna destroy you with his calmness. So Pixis is an A. Connie. Almost forgot him. Connie is gonna be a B. And he's going to go above Reina, but under the instructor. Because he's a secondary character, we've seen some of him, but hello Ivan, how are you tonight? Or today, I don't know, where are you from? Are you speaking French? Are you French? So Connie is going to be a B. Because he was nice, he made good decisions, he's part of the adventure, but come on, the instructor. The instructor grabbed his hand and lifted. It was so funny. Loved it. Quebec, nice, nice, welcome. Bienvenue alors. What should we do next? Jean. My dear Jean. Jean is an A, in my opinion. He's an A minus. Hello, Solid Search of Enlightenment. Nice to see you. Yep, they're in the pool. They're in. So Jean, in my opinion, is an A. Because the character is really great. I mean, if there's something wrong, if you're doing something wrong, in his opinion, he's going to tell you that. And the way he does it, I'm loving it. Even though sometimes he's coming really strong on people and sometimes I think he needs to chill out a little bit or to go slightly differently about it. I still really like this character, and so to me he's going to be A minus. And he has a really great progression. He went from being, wanting to join the military brigade in the inner walls to kind of being tricked into joining the Survey Corps, and he's doing really great. So he has a good progression. He has this little trauma of Marco, obviously, that he's helping him, but I'm really liking his progression. He has in season 1 he has one of the best progressions, I think, and he has one of the greatest potentials as well. So he's going to be A minus. No, he's going to be A, just A. Yes, they're basically like these unknown characters, They're there, they have a huge power, but they're here without being there. But it could have been in the, in the credits, they could have been there. So now we're going in with the main cast. Because in the people here in the end, after Hanzi, I'm not recognizing any of them, so I wouldn't be able to rank. Maybe her. I know her face, but I couldn't put a name or anything on her. Hello, Kia. Nice to see you. How are you? Who are we gonna go with? Let's go with Major Erwin. Major Erwin, to me, is he an S? Is he an A? I'm gonna put Erwin as an A plus. Because I really love the guy, but I am not in love with him. I really, 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 really loved it. No, I really like the guy. really, really, really like the guy, but he is not my all-time favorite. But he's great. He has so great skills. He has this perfect blonde haircut. His haircut is always impeccable. Like, but I'm not in love with him. And although I must say he's pretty badass in the No Regrets OVA, but yeah, I'm gonna put him in A plus for now. For now, at least. Maybe he's gonna work his way up to S, but we're gonna see that later. Um, should we do Miss Sasha right now? There's a fly. Sasha. Wow. So when we met Sasha, I hated her. And people in the comment section, because that was at a time where I was still reading the comment sections, so I know that people didn't like my opinion. I told you I may have some unpopular opinions, and Sasha is one of them. Sasha, to me, she's going here. Here. She's going D. Because the character was so goofy and impetuous, it really annoyed me. The character really annoyed me. I'm not kidding at all. That is something, not. I have no problem, with not necessarily acting seriously in serious situations. I'm the first guy to do black humor, to make irony, to all of these things in serious situations. I'm the first one to do that. But I know when a serious situation is a serious situation, while Sasha does not. She just acts as she wills whenever she feels like it, independently from whoever, whatever, wherever, whenever anything is happening. And that is something that grinds my nerves. So I'm going to put her in D. And she goes above the cat, because although she's impetuous, she's not acting out of sheer idiocy or brattiness, But I didn't like. I understand that the character is supposed to be funny because she's a glutton. She likes to eat everything all the time and everywhere. But this is not a joke that I found really funny. I found it really annoying. So there's that. Now I'm expecting you to see your furry in the comments section, or in the chat, for instance. Now, and yes, by the way, Sasha, another moment that quite annoyed me was during the arc with the forest of the giant trees, while they were trying. In the episode where the female titan calls out the other titans from the forest, or to come in the forest, there is that little scene between Sasha and Mikasa, and I thought that the animation and that the way she decided to go about Sasha's animation and the way she would talk and the dialogue and everything, I thought it was so annoying. I thought it was misplaced kind of humor in that scene. I thought the humor could have been done another way and everything, but she was just, it was too much. It felt like a forced humor, so I didn't enjoy it. I don't like forced humor, so yeah. She's not my favorite, I will say. She's not my favorite either. So, You know, I said it in the comment section. Maybe she's going to make a way up on my list down the road with the seasons, with the episodes to come, with the character developments and everything. Maybe I'm gonna like her more, but right now, and we've seen her really in maybe what 4 scenes. So, Souls in Search of Enlightenment. Thank you very much. So, who are we gonna go with next? We're gonna go. I'm gonna leave Eren for the end. Okay, I'm gonna leave Eren for the end. All right, guys. I said that I wouldn't be using the S plus, but there is next season we'll do it. Okay, well we see. We're gonna see. I said that I wouldn't be using the S plus, but there is one character I'm gonna use the S plus for. Only one. Do you know which one? I'm just gonna use it for one character this time. And while we answer, I'm gonna drink because my throat is getting dry. Ivan says Levi. Ivan, you haven't been watching my reactions. If you've been watching my reactions, you know that there's a character that I will put S plus. Okay, wait. There are two characters that I'm gonna put S plus. Okay, and Levi is one of them, but there's another one. Okay, so I said it already. Levi S plus, no doubt about it. The second one, yes, I'm gonna put Anzi in S plus, and I'm gonna put Anzi above Levi. She is really. I want to marry that girl. I want to marry her. And if I would be any character, I would be Levi. But Anzi, I want to marry her. She's so great. She's so funny. She's so. She's a really smart character. You will get offended. Why so, Vivi? But yes. Oh, and by the way, I do happen to know that Anzi's character in the anime is a female, but as I understand in the manga, she's her gender is not established. I do know that. And I do know that the author has refused to say which gender she was or how she identified, claiming that a character is not defined by the genre. But I find that this quote is stupid. I have to say it. As myself, a storyteller who gets to create characters, to say that your character is not defined by their genre, and so that you refuse to say what genre they identify as, for that simple reason, I think is just stupid. But anyways, Andy and Levi, great comedic. They are a really great comedic duo. Although I have to say that in the OVA Alce's notebook, there is that moment where Levi is really angry at Anzi. I thought he was coming on a little strong, and I thought that she was coming out a little too detached. but it was just a little minor thing. But apart from that, together they're really great. So next, Mikasa. Obviously, Mikasa is gonna be an S. Obviously, she's gonna be an S. My plus for Mikasa is definitely her resilience. That girl is so resilient. My minus is she has a really big problem to let go. That girl is incapable of let go. And that is her biggest problem. And that is the biggest problem I have with the character, as a character, not in the writing of the character, but as a character, the character in itself. I think that this is her biggest flaw, and that she obviously is going to have to work on this. Next, I'm gonna go with Annie. Annie is gonna be the thing with Annie. She wouldn't have been the female Titan, or maybe we would have had an explanation for her actions as the female Titan. I would have put her in S, because it's no secret that I really loved Annie. But because I don't know what her motivations are, I'm gonna put her in A. I'm gonna put her in A, and I'm gonna put her over Erwin, but I'm gonna put her in A because I don't know what her motivations are, so I can't put her in S at the moment. She wouldn't have been the female Titan, or we would have had an answer. Maybe I would have put her in S, but Sasha, my God, I wondered why you don't like her. Yes, so I don't know if I must reply to this. I don't know if your text is just delayed. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name because it's written in Japanese and I can't read. But regarding Sasha, tell me if you want more explanations regarding why I placed Sasha in D, or if that's okay regarding what I said previously. I don't know if if there's a delay or not in between your question and my answer. String bones. It's one of those things that stays a mystery for a while, but is answered eventually. I understand. I'm really looking forward to this answer, and but I really love Danny. I'm gonna keep Eren for the end, as I said. Armin. Best season coming up. I feel like you're going to tell this every season. Season 2 is the best, then I'm done with season 2, you're going to say season 3 is the best. So Armin, I'm hesitating in between, obviously, A and S. A or S. I'll tell you why. Because he's been whining for 5 episodes. And then because in the end he's springing on us explanations that I didn't get any chance to make for myself. And that is a problem from the writing, not that much of the character himself. More a problem from the writers. But And in the end, he has progressed a lot. You know, he has one of the best progressions. But even in the end, I still feel like he is still a little bit camping on his uncertainty. I hope so. I'm gonna put him in A, but I'm gonna put him under Annie. Because yeah, I can't. The reason is I think I can't put him over Annie regarding my personal preference. And since I decided to put Annie in A, he's gonna be an A. I think that's gonna be why. Now, last but definitely not least, the one and only Eren Yeager. I love doing that. Every time they do it on the show. Eren Yeager. So, he's not going to be an S+. And I believe I'm not even going to put him in S. String bones out of his mind's game become a lot better, which is nice. I hope so. It's going to be really cool to see your opinions and tier list change over the course of watching. I think so. No, I think so because I'm really expecting myself to see my preferences and dislikes change, and I think it's really going to be interesting how it progresses indeed. So Eren, in my opinion, is going to be an A. And if I could put, you know, a tie in between characters, I would have put a tie in between Eren and Annie. But I can't put a tie. And since I would want to marry Annie, not Eren. I'm gonna put Eren under Annie. And to be quite honest, I'm hesitating to put to put Eren under Armin. I'm gonna put Eren under Armin. So, what is his last name? Yeah, it means Hunter, if I remember. Oh, nice to know. Thank you, String. Nice to know. I didn't know what that Jäger had a meaning. All my homies ate season 1 Eren. Eren would be a terrible husband. That's the secret. But Eren of season 1 is fair, so true. Because in season 1, I think that Eren in season 1 is to Attack on Titan what Luke Skywalker is to Star Wars in episode 4, which is a whiny little bitch. That's it. A whiny little bitch that wanna be. He wants to be the hero, but he does not yet has the means to be the hero. And just like Luke Skywalker by the end of episode 4, Eren Yeager by the end of season 1 hasn't progressed that much. He is still trying to figure out his powers. He is still trying to figure out how he can act, how he can behave, who he should be with. And I have to say, on a writing standpoint, it's not unexpected. It does not come out as a surprise or as a disappointment to me because the guy had a lot of outside problems to deal with, being the military, the operations, death, dying himself, understanding his powers, that there was not really the occasion for himself to reflect on himself. There was no time for this, no time for him to live emotional challenges, really. So I'm okay with Eren not having the biggest progression, and and even so, Attack on Titan, the main character, well, the hero is meant to be Eren, of course, because everything is about Eren. He does not rank, in my opinion, as one of the best characters as is, but he's still a great character. But yes, he doesn't have as much of a great presence as Rivai or Anzi. He doesn't have as much as a great development as Armin, so I can't put him higher than them. It's fair, Vivi so true. I agree. I agree. Thank you very much. So now let's just see what I did maybe with the characters down there, because so Anzi and Levi, that's not gonna move, Mikasa's not gonna move, Tier A is not gonna move either. Um I'm hesitating here. Maybe exchanging Urio and Marco. Because Marco was nicer. So yes, I'm gonna change these two. I'm gonna put Marco above. Here we have Anes. Justice for Raina. I'm gonna. You're right. I'm gonna put Rainer above Connie, but I can't put him over the instructor. But I'm gonna put him over Connie. Yeah. Um. Even more later. We're gonna see. Quite honestly, it all depends on the instructor right now, because the instructor is blocking the way. he, the instructor has a certain rank, and all of the characters under there did not make to me as much as a big impression as the the instructor here. And as long as the instructor won't be moving to tier A, nobody else is gonna be moving to tier A. At least for now, given what I'm working with, even the knowledge that I have. Maybe obviously something is going to make a character surpass the instructor, but for now, if they're not as memorable as the instructor, they're not gonna make it past. Yes, they shall not pass. um, I'm hesitating exchanging the mom and Hannes. Not so much to demote Hannes, but just to upgrade the mom. But I mean, she didn't know. She didn't do anything. But I mean to say, Annie's pause is really great. I just hate something in her stance is that the one she has makes. I'm gonna say it. It makes her a really flat ass, and I find it quite weird. So that's the only that's the downside of Annie's pause. I find, but apart from that, obviously she's in S plus. Hello, Japanese friends. Um, I believe I'm gonna stick with it, guys. I believe I am going to stick with it. Basically, D and F are reserved for the characters that I didn't like. C are mainly the characters that that haven't been doing much so far. They're just like, okay, they are here. The B are the characters to me that have potential. The A's are the characters that to me are confirmed are great characters. The S to me are the characters that I certify to be badass and awesome. And the S plus is the characters that I just would want to marry or to be. Instructor was also commander of Survey Corps before Erwin. Is that a spoiler or is that something that we should know? Because in the, let me see this. In the OVA No Regrets Part 2, we see the squad leader that is at the moment above Erwin. But I did not recognize the instructor. It's not the instructor. So is that just an extra information? Oh, or maybe... No, okay. Okay. Okay, so you don't know. Well, best not talk about it. So, all right. Now, let's jump to the episodes. We'll try maybe to be a little faster on the episodes. So here, as you can see, I have all the 75 episodes. And here, so I have, there is other extra things. I think it's LG1, LG2, LG3, NR1, NR2. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Do you happen to know what they might be? Because first of all, the letters were really hard to read. So I was not certain at all of what I was reading. But I think it's LG1, LG2, LG3, and R1 and R2. They're the OVAs, alright. Oh, right. No regrets and... Okay, on off for no regrets and lost girls. Okay. 1, 2, okay. And so... Ilse's notebook are not here then, I suppose. Okay, so let's go. Should we go chronologically? I suppose it would be great. Oh, somebody's written Japanese. If anybody could do the translation for me and tell me, please, because I can't go on to Google Translate right now, because it's gonna mess with the internet connection. But hi! Japanese friends. And 1, 2 entry repeated are OVAs 1, 2 entry. Okay. Ilse's notebook is the second first. 1 is there twice. 1 is there twice. Oh, here, okay, I see them. Oh yes, it's 1, and there is an A quote. Okay. 1 prime, 2 prime, 3 prime. Okay. I see it. Okay, thank you very much. So let's go chronologically, shall we? So I do not expect to use the SS and the SS. So it's S plus plus and S plus plus plus. First episode. S. Hands down. One of the best show introduction that I've ever had. Because sometimes there are lots of shows that the first episode is not that great, but then the show gets really, really, really great later on. But this first episode, it was a banger from the opening. I mean, it's as a filmmaker, it was really compelling because most of the time, a pilot, it starts in big sounds and everything, or anything, because you want to get your the viewer's attention right from the get-go. And this one was really surprising because it's utter silence and with just this little whistle, and it's quite still, nobody is moving, and you just see this hand over the wall. Beautiful opening and beautiful rest of the episode, and obviously that memorable ending. Episode 2. So wait a second, I'm gonna open my the list that I have in case I need a little reminder. So yes, episode 2. Hannes apologizes to Eren for not saving his mom. We get the soldier tried to close the gate, but the armored titan. Okay, this is where we get the armored titan and everything with episode 2. So where is it? It's here. To me, that episode is a B. It's not going to be an S because the emotion was not as strong. It's not going to be an A because regarding what's happening, there's the armored titan that pierces the wall and everything. It's quite epic, but I believe that I've seen episodes that deserve to be higher than this one, and I wouldn't want to rank this one a minus something. So I'm gonna put it in B plus. Third episode, a dim light amid despair. The drill instructor. Okay, so this is now the training, and we ended with Eren managing to balance with his equipment. The third episode to me is a B, and I'm gonna put it under episode 2 because it was, a middle episode. It was kind of fringing the filler, and it was just one episode, so yeah, it's gonna be here. The fourth episode, so they're back at Wall Maria after training. After training with Renan and Leonard, Eren learns that later that night a giant several other recruits up to join the military police regiment to avoid fighting titans and everything. They are assigned to the Trolls district, one of the cities which is at the outer edge of Warm Rose, where they discover other classmates have joined. The colossal titan appears and breaches the gate once Eren regains his composure. He takes command and orders a counterattack. So episode 4, I'm gonna put it in B, but above episode 3. And by the way, in the comment section of episode 3 regarding my commentary of Sasha, I believe that someone commented that it is Sasha's impetuousness that saved whoever, I don't remember, fell from the wall. Nope, it's not Sasha's impetuousness that allowed the guy to survive. It's Sasha's spontaneity, which is different. Basically, her reflexes from training. First battle, the struggle for trust. So the Colossal Titan is here, and we're starting the episode. As Eren and Armin squat a tag, their comrades are killed or eaten by the Titan. That episode was quite intense. This is the episode where Eren gets eaten. So this episode 5. Am I mixing? Oh yes, I messed up. This is the right tree. I have to be careful which 3 I'm ranking. Then I don't remember 1, 2, 3. Sorry, my bad. So the 5th episode, I'm gonna rank it in B, above the rest. Still under the 2nd episode, but above. No, you know what? I'm gonna rank it B+. I'm gonna rank it over the episode 2. I'm worried that the picture behind the numbers will spoil you something. Don't worry, I'm not paying that. I'm just too focused on the numbers to find the right number that I'm not looking that much into the pictures, so I may not realize anything. So don't worry. Hi, Aru. Orikazaimasu. Episode 6. So this is when Armin starts to whine, and we have a flashback of Mikasa. Ah yes, this is the flashback with Mikasa's parents. I found that episode really great. And I am going to put it am I putting it above 4? Learning about Mikasa's background. Yes, I'm going to put it above episode 4. Because episode 4, nothing special happened, you know. 7. 7 is going in the S. Because this is a memorable episode. This is the first appearance of Eren's Titan. So obviously it's going to be an S. Uh, 8. The reunion. I would put it here. Yeah, I would put it here because it was great, but not as great as what we had in episode 2 and 5. Episode 9. That episode was quite remarkable, I have to say. The episode 9, it was about when they were all held hostage. Even though there is one of my most hated characters, it was also really great. I believe that I would, because Armin delivers quite good speeches. By the way, speeches in this series are like a thing, and they happened during the first half of the season. We didn't have that much speeches in the second half, but like first half they were doing speeches on speeches on speeches on speeches. There were like 3 speeches per episode plus the narrator to give a moral to the whole thing. So 9, I'm gonna go here, under 2 but above 8. 10. 10, I do not remember exactly what happened in episode 10. Eren climbs out of the partially transformed, yes. Oh! Commander Pixies. Then I would still put the episode in B. Under the 2 and above the 9. Because it was... I believe there wouldn't have been... There wouldn't have been there... No, there wouldn't have been Pixies. I would have put it under 9, but because of Pixies I'm putting over 9. 11. As Armin and Pixies subordinate coordinate a plan. Yep. Pixies to have most of the troops together. Eren will be guarded during the mission by 3 of the best elites of the garrison. As they approach the giant boulder, Rico, who is doubtful of the mission, finally reaching the boulder, attack and only suddenly attack Mikasa. Yeah, so that's the episode where in the end Eren attacks Mikasa. That was an okay episode. I'm going to put it under 6. Aru said I came across from the different time zones. Oh yes, nice. Nice. Thank you very much for translating. And so if you could translate, by the way, if you could, somebody else spoke Japanese above and I unfortunately didn't get it. Episode 12. Basically, yes, they are trying to fight back and everything, and yeah, it's just mayhem while they're trying to wake up Eren. That episode to me, I'm gonna put it in a C, because I just wanted it to... No, not that I just wanted it to end, but I know that these kind of episodes that I wouldn't be excited to rewatch. You know, you've watched it once and there is nothing important or memorable happening in them. So I'm just gonna put it in C. That's what I'm gonna do. 13. Jean manages to acquire another set. Yes, Connie, Marco distracting the Titans. Okay. Yeah. He plugs the wall and then he's in prison and everything. And he meets Levi. Okay. 13 is quite interesting. I went to grab an extra piece of chocolate. So, I am back. Sorry, I had to go to the 4th powder room in my huge manor because the first 3 are being renovated anyways. Um, so where were we? Episode 19. So we were in the Arc of the Giant Trees, right? Episode 19, Bite. He fires a nose round and tells the squad to keep moving. Yes, so this is the episode where they capture the Titan. In my opinion, the episode goes under 14, but over 5. Because nothing... Granted, they captured the Titan, but within the episode in itself, nothing... terribly remarkable happens. And yes, we get to learn a little bit more about Eren's powers, but nothing really worth... Well, nothing remarkable happens, really. But it is still an episode that is more rewatchable than the 5th and the 2nd episode, I think. 20. Erwin Smith. So I don't know why this episode was called Erwin Smith, because it didn't focus even more on Erwin than any other episode I found, so it was quite interesting. So, the female Titan escapes, of course. And that's all. Yeah, that's all. The mole escapes, the Titan escapes, and everything. Well, Annie. I'm referring to the individual as if we didn't know now who that was. So Annie escapes and kills Gunther. Oh, by the way, I lowered the screen. I don't know if you see still, because I don't have... Okay, I see now. So 20, in my opinion... is going in here. Less rewatchable than 19. No, you know what? No, just for the sheer pleasure of having the Titans coming in and munching and everything and everybody being panicked and for the reveal, it's going to be over 19, but not above 14. 14 was such a great episode in my opinion. I really enjoyed 14. Even though there wasn't much to react, I thought it was really interesting and important. And quite nice to watch. 21. Well, Eren goes nuts. In my opinion, that episode was an A, sorry. It was an A. But I wouldn't necessarily put it... I'll put it over 17. And I'll put it over 18. I may even put it over... Okay. And they get blamed as they come back and everything. They lose Eren's custody. This episode in my opinion, is a B, and it's gonna go. I don't know if it's going over 16 or under 16. 16 being the decision day, the decision ceremony. I'd put it over 22 because I feel like the topic of the episode in itself being sacrifice and making tough decisions, I think was quite compelling, and in the way it was done, so I'm going to place it over 16, but still under episode 2 because emotionally they weren't as intense. 23, Smile. This one is a big one. I'm going to put it A. And I am going to put it do I put it in between 17 and 18 or do I put it above 18? Let's put it over 18. Because it's the reveal. But it doesn't deserve an S. Doesn't deserve an S because I think that the Aramin's reflection was not well written. And I felt it was kind of disappointing. 24. Mercy. So obviously people are fighting Annie. People are fighting the female titan while Eren is unable to move. He's basically impaled. This is an A. But I am going to rank it under 23 because there were some scenes that I felt were unnecessary or too long or uninteresting. Basically, I believe that everything that happened in the undergrounds was too long. Could have been way shorter and it was quite uninteresting. Basically, I know which passages from an episode are boring because when I edit them, I either skip them or I just have no excitement rewatching them because obviously when I watch the episode, when I react to it, and then I watch it again as I'm editing the reaction. So I know that every passage or an episode is less interesting than the other one, depending on my level of entertainment when I rewatch the episode or the scene as I'm re-editing just editing the video. And finally, last but not least, Wall. It's going to be in S, and it's going to be under episode 21, but it is solid. So now it makes me wonder, of the episodes that I put in B, are some of them deserving to be in C? And maybe 12, that was Eren in his mind palace, basically all the episode. Maybe it deserves to be in D. And his smile was really beautiful and scary. It was scary because it was beautiful. Because John K, are you talking about maybe in here? Because I don't look much the pictures actually. So I'm looking at the numbers, and basically I'm not looking for the numbers above 25. So I'm not really paying attention to the picture, so I may not notice the eventual spoilers that there are. I didn't place the OVA, so I'm gonna do this now. OVA number 1 is going to be an A, but it's going to be a Hello, Japanese friend. Nice to see you. You're welcome. Thank you very much for making such great anime. Um, what am I gonna put? Elsa's notebook. Do I put it under, or do I put it over 24? Because I could put it over 24. Now I'm gonna put it under 24. I'll tell you why. Because I think that this OVA could have been shorter. And as much as the episode is fantastic, the Titan really, really freaked me out in a bad way. It is S plus. For the characters, you mean? For the characters, if you want to see my character, here they are. You can pause. I'm gonna go back to the episodes. So yeah, I'm gonna put it under 24, but I'm gonna put it over 18 because it's even more memorable than 18 and 17. So I didn't watch the other two here, the OVA number 2 and the OVA number 3. I didn't watch yet. I'm gonna watch them, but most probably in 2 weeks time. So No Regrets Part 1 and No Regrets Part 2. No Regrets Part 1, in my opinion, is an A and is I don't know if 24. Hello AJ Castillo. ¿Cómo estás? I'm gonna put 24. The No Regrets Part 1. Let me just check on 24. I have it out. I'm gonna put No Regrets over episode 24 because I think it was so great, and No Regrets Part 1 is more rewatchable, I think, than episode 24. and No Regrets Part 2. I'm gonna put it S S over episode 7. Because it was so great. Hi, Cabana. AOT Season 2 will be starting not tomorrow, but next Sunday, 6th of January. You'll have Season 2, Episode 1 and Episode 2 posted. Good to know, AJ, good to know. So yes, No Regrets Part 2 is going to be an S, and it's going to be an S under 25, but above 7, because 7 is the introduction of the Titan, but it's not, compared to what there is in the other S's, it's less. So yes, here are all the episodes that I've watched. So now, time maybe to reorganize a little bit, because there is a lot of B's, a lot of S, and a lot of A's. So what are we going to do? Am I going to upgrade or am I going to downgrade? I'm going to shut up, and I'm going to let you guys tell me if you have any changes to suggest. Hello, Aru. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're the very first super chat. Hey! Everybody, round of applause for Aru. So, wait a minute. I'm going to read. I'm going to make, just for you, the effort. I'm going to go open Google Translate and to understand everything you said, because just to be certain to understand what you say. But arigato gozaimasu. I don't know why I'm doing this, sorry. I don't know. Just arigato gozaimasu. So what did you say? Can I translate? Oh, you support me. Thank arigato. I'm translating live, people, because sometimes when I started answering to the comments under Attack on Titan, or I still do under sometimes your name or silent voice or the movie reactions, I get people, obviously Japanese people, commenting, and I try to get on Google Translate to do the translation and to have the courtesy to reply in Japanese, because I think that is quite important, and I would want to learn Japanese, but I don't have time, and I'm basically a little bit lazy to learn a new alphabet, several new alphabets. So yeah. So I'm gonna shut up for a second, and you guys tell me if you would want me to move any episode anywhere. And you're gonna hear me eat my chocolate. No, you're not gonna hear me. I'm gonna cut the mic. So if you have any questions or anything to say, that's the moment. Alright, so nobody has anything to say? I don't think. So I think I'm gonna... So 12, I have already forgotten. Damn it. Not paying attention enough. And I don't have the list anymore. Attack on Titan. Episodes, Season 1 list. Oh yes, so it's Eren in his Mind Palace. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade some and I'm gonna downgrade some. 12, I'm gonna downgrade it to a D because it's not a really rewatchable episode. 3 and 4 are gonna go into C because they're meh episodes. Even though that there is the instructor in this episode, and the instructor is one of my favorite characters, but the episodes themselves, they're Episode 11. It will remain B. Everybody, you could give a round of applause to Haru. Nita Haru is epic. Yes, he is. Arigato, Haru. So 1 is gonna be upgraded, 15 is gonna be upgraded, 21 is gonna be upgraded, 25 is gonna... These ones are gonna stay here. These ones are gonna stay here. And I think that these B's are gonna stay here. 14, I might even make it A minus. And that's what I'm gonna do. I think this is gonna be my final I'm wondering, 3 and 4 I wouldn't rewatch, so I'm gonna put them in D. I wouldn't rewatch them. 11, I'm gonna put it in C. 6, I'm gonna put it in C. It's not 8 as well. 9 as well. 10 as well. 13 as well. 16 as well. 22 as well. That's it. So basically, these are the episodes that I wouldn't want to rewatch. These are episodes that if somebody asks me, are they episodes that I can skip? But I wouldn't say skip them because in episode 3 and 4 you get to see Annie and everything. So you don't skip them, obviously. But if you've already seen them once, I do not believe you need to see them twice. Episode C will be the episodes that I would not necessarily look forward to rewatch, but I'm not necessarily avoiding them either. if I happen to open the TV someday and it's on the television, I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna watch them, But I'm not gonna be actively looking forwards to watching these episodes necessarily. But they are good episodes. B are episodes that I would have pleasure rewatching, and to go rewatch someday, like episode 2. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen episode 2, let's go watch it. Or it's been a while since I've seen Eren's get eaten, so let's go watch it. I would do that. Episode A are the episodes that I really liked. Really, really, really liked. Episode 7 are episodes that I think are really great and memorable. And episode S are my favorite episodes. Episodes where I definitely freaked out. So see, I have room for episodes. I'm gonna keep E for episodes that I think would be... I wouldn't like. And F are gonna be episodes that I think would be skippable. And S++ are gonna be episodes for which I'm gonna lose my head and for which you're definitely gonna lose your ears hearing me screaming. So that's gonna be my tier list for the episodes of season 1. So obviously I've not watched the OVAs number 2 and 3 for season 1, so this one and this one, so I cannot rank them, but but they're gonna be there. I'm gonna put them when you'll have my review of season 2, they will be in the tier list. But yeah. Now going back on the characters, maybe I changed my mind. Maybe not. I do not think so. I think I'm gonna keep it this way. There might be missing characters. Who might be missing? Do you see anybody who might be missing? Somebody that I may not think of right now. So yes, basically that's gonna be it. So regarding the poll, what core would you join? With 80 votes, thank you very much everybody for voting. Survey says, survey co-op, 49%, half of you, okay. Military police brigade, 22%, nice. And the garrison is coming with 30%, okay, so still the majority of people would join the survey corps, and then comes the garrison and then the military police brigade. So it pretty much goes the order of popularity that I would have expected. But I have to say that at the beginning it was pretty much a tie in between all 3 corps. So it is missing Thomas Berthold. Berthold, right. Who is Bertolt? Ymir. Ymir doesn't ring a bell. Is this a character from another season, maybe? Because Ymir doesn't ring a bell. Bertolt from Attack on Titan. I don't really remember the guy. Oh yes, I see. I do not remember when he died. So this one is Bertold, right? How did he die? I think I've just been spoiled. But I didn't see. I think I didn't see. Let's say I didn't see. I'm not gonna Google. I'm not gonna Google. Just so I come clean, I googled Bertold Attack on Titan, and I saw a thread. Bertold Colossal Titan. So I don't know if this is a Reddit theory thing or if this was an article or anything. I didn't try to look what it said. I just saw the words, so I don't know what's the relationship. But Bertolt doesn't. I remember the name, but I do not remember the character. Emilia doesn't ring a bell. Thomas, I'm not sure. So is this one Thomas? Is this one Thomas? I don't remember. These guys down there, the guys that I've not put in the tier list, are characters that do not ring a bell. Either I haven't met them and they're here by error, or I just don't remember them. Oh wait, this girl, that's the girl that was in No Regrets. I remember her. She was in No Regrets. Oh, okay. And this one, this is okay. These two are Levi's friend from the No Regret OST. Oh no, this one is, and Bertolt is this one. Okay, Bertolt is the third one. I don't remember him then. I don't remember him. And so this one was Levi's friend. In my opinion, Levi's friends are C's. They go right under Marco. Because I commend Marco for his bravery. So Bertolt, yeah, I don't remember Bertolt. I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to list him. Sorry. Yeah, but okay, I'm lost. I'm lost then. So Thomas, this is this one, right? Yeah. Then Thomas, I'm gonna put him, in C. I'm gonna put him here because he didn't make me much of an impression. And so who is this guy that I have here? The brown guy in second. Because this one doesn't. Oh, this one is Rainer's pal. Okay. I do remember him. He's gonna be a C, and he's gonna be at the end of C because I don't remember him. The reason why I don't remember them and I'm putting them C, even though Sasha is D and these ones are D and everything and these ones are F, is because I think it's better for you that I do not remember you than I don't like you. is the one when Eren talks to Raina and him when Eren failed the test. Yes, in the bunk beds, right? Yeah, when they all make friends in the bunk beds and they talk about the fact that nobody else knows really what is the fear of Titans, if I recall. Oh, and this is Ilse, no? Isn't that the girl from the first OVA? This one, the girl that I'm having here, isn't she the one from the first OVA? Oh, she was killed after Thomas. The other one. She was killed after Thomas. Okay, then she's going to be C. Okay, now that you're telling me that she was killed after Thomas, yes, I do remember her, but I don't remember her death. And so this girl here, I don't remember who she is. The girl, I think, if she has a notebook, she must be the girl from the first OVA. If so, by the way, okay, then she's gonna go here. She's gonna go. She's gonna go here. She's going quite high on the S list because she made me quite an impression. I really liked her determination, and devotion, and her bravery. And she was quite rigorous. She was not acting out of fear. She was not acting crazy. She was really composed regarding what was happening. And she had a clear goal. I really like that. But she's still going under Krista and Marco because I could even exchange. I would downgrade Krista because I didn't get much from Krista. Huh. I'm putting Krista under the mother because all of these characters made me a greater impression in my mind than Krista did. And Marco, even though I don't remember much scenes, I don't remember anything, in fact, from Marco, apart from the stain that he has on Jean's motivation. So he makes me quite of an impression. So he's going to be top C. Ilse is going to follow. Ymir, she's this one here. She doesn't ring any bell, guys. Okay, so it doesn't ring any bell. What episode was she? Because it's possible I missed it. And who is the first character in the list? Maybe the characters from the other OVAs of season 1 that I haven't watched yet. If so, I'm gonna be ranking them at a later date. Alright guys, so I think that's it. That's a lot of characters already. Now when we get to season 2, 3, 4, there's gonna be so many characters everywhere. Same for the episodes. 75 episodes. 75 episodes when you're counting, it's a hell lot of episodes. But when you're watching it like this, it's not that many episodes, so it's really interesting. Oops. Okay, guys. So I believe that's gonna be it for my review. We've talked about the characters, the things that I liked, the things that I liked less. I do not think that there was anything else to be said. Yep. So if you guys have any questions or not. His mobility is always with Anzi. I don't remember him. There are characters like this that I don't remember him. So let's say he's even less C. So yes, we've been live for 2 hours and 53 minutes. Let's make it round. Let's make it to 3 hours. So 7 minutes. 7 minutes. If you have any finishing thoughts, remarks, questions, anything, any questions, even not related to AOT, not related to Attack on Titans. I don't know when the next live is going to be. I don't know what it would be. Oh, this stretched my neck a little bit. The OVA reactions would most probably be online by the end of the day for me. So most probably available on Monday for people in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Taiwan, and for people in the United States, South America and everything, it will probably be online then Sunday by the end of the day, I think. Because truth be told, I've been a little bit delayed and I haven't edited them yet. So when I finish the live, I'm going to sleep a little bit and then I'm going to go editing. Because I still have to edit Monday's reaction as well. I'm late on schedule. For me, it's 6 in the morning. I'm on the not so great time zone, but it's the time where I can get people from the Americas in the evening and the people from Japan and Australia and Taiwan and China and everything at the beginning of the day. So to me it's in the middle of the night. But yeah, I haven't edited the OVAs yet, and I haven't filmed even Monday's movie reaction. I don't know yet if I'm going to be reacting to Soul or to Coco, by the way. So it's definitely going to be a Pixar movie. But I don't know yet if I'm going to do Soul or Pixar. Yes, 6 in the morning. Technically, I started the live, it was 3 in the morning. So yeah. Up. I'm gonna switch this here so I can see you better. So I don't have to switch my head. It's gonna give me a headache or a neck ache. I don't know if you guys have any preference. If you recommend either Soul or Coco, like I said. So yeah, basically I have a whole list of movies that I need to watch and that I want to watch, but I choose one week for the other one depending on my mood. I don't have an order of movies that I want to do. I just know that every 4 or 5 weeks I'm gonna do an anime movie. That's the only thing that I know. Because I have so many anime movies on my list that I need to do one of them quite regularly if I want to be quite even, because I have a lot of genres to visit. And when we are supposed to be done with Violet Evergarden, I think in 1 month and a half or 2 months, I don't know, something like this. I'm gonna probably post a poll here for people to tell me if they want me to maybe fill out the gap that this will leave with a new movie reaction. So this will bring us to 2 movie reactions per week, or if they want to do another TV series. But this won't be before a month and a half or 2 months or so. ReZero. Well, ReZero is not on my list of animes right now, because I'd like to do maybe Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood before this, or to do Demon Slayer maybe before that. Coco has a special place. Well done, I'm gonna see. Because I saw that Timothy Reacts just did Coco, by the way, as well. There are movies like this, you never know why, but everybody does the movie at the same time. People might wonder why, but in fact it's because a lot of reactors do watch movies when they're available on streaming platforms, and so when a movie pops up on the streaming platforms, obviously everybody does the same, so that's why it's coming by waves. And so the movies then that you probably watch are the movies that the reactors watch as well, just like everybody. So yeah, that was Attack on Titan. I have to say, one of the so far most memorable shows that I am and have ever watched. Because they're TV shows, they're great, but you watch them and you're just like, oh, okay, I watched it was quite nice, but you're not necessarily gonna want to rewatch it, or it's not gonna be as memorable. But Attack on Titan is really memorable, and I need to get me one of these capes. I need to get me some Attack on Titan merch. I need to. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Favorite's nice. Yeah, I'm considering it. I wanted to consider watching it, but it's been taken out of Netflix in France, so it sucks a little bit. There is another Full Metal Alchemist, but this is one that is before Brotherhood. So yeah, 3 hours stream, everybody. We're gonna end it here. we're finishing the poll at 48% for the Survey Corps, 22% for the Military Police Brigade, 22% for the Garrison. I'm really surprised by the number of people who would join the Military Police Brigade, but that's all right, you know. But I'm really surprised by these numbers. I would have thought that the Survey Corps would have like crushed every other corps, but that's not the case. So really nice to know. And out of 86 votes, I think it's quite a fair number of voters. So it's quite nice, quite interesting, you know, to see the representation. You're going with Demon Slayers? Yes, I'm quite interested in Demon Slayers. I mean, I love everything that has to do with demons. So whatever the general idea that is behind it, the original idea, because obviously Blue Exorcist is not the same thing as a lot of other anime folklores out there. So yes. So this is going to be the end. I'm letting you, if you have any parting words. Natsume's Book of Friends. I don't know this one. I'm gonna have a look into it, Aro. I'm gonna look what this one is. If this is a short series, I might propose this one, just like I did propose Violet Evergarden, because I'm gonna try to do maybe one series that is long or longer, and one series that is quite short, so I can renew and different people can join in, you know, because if I stick too long with one show that maybe a lot of people don't watch, some of you gonna get bored and everything. So I'm trying to give everybody a bit of what they like, so everybody can be pleased. And so I can be entertained as well, because I don't like to dwell on something too long. This is why Attack on Titan is quite good as well. It's because it does different things. It's not too repetitive. Which is what I like, because otherwise I get bored. So yes, so thank you very much everybody for coming by, for discussing Attack on Titan with me, for helping me doing my tier list, your questions and everything. Special shout out to Aru for the very first super chat on this channel. Thank you very much. Arigato, gracias. Spiciera. What else? In German. What is in German? Damn, forgot. In German. How do you say thank you in German? Dankeschön. Sorry. No, Dankeschön, c'est là. Attends. German. Ah, si, Dankeschön. So thank you very much, really appreciate it. I know I'm not doing as many lives as I would like. I'm not doing Twitch yet because my connection is crap, but I'm hoping that maybe during the summer I should visit my no, that's it, right, danke in German, danke, and I say it all the time, but I don't know why I had a black hole. So yes, maybe this summer I will be doing Twitch. If my connection gets better while I will be spending the summer, if I do move out from here. And yes, until then I'm gonna wish you a very good life. Thank you very much for coming by. My reactions to the OVAs is coming out tomorrow. It will be Ilse's Notebook and No Regrets Part 1. No Regrets Part 2 will be coming up probably on either Wednesday or Thursday, sorry, just like the season 1 finale. And then next Sunday we're gonna start season 2 directly with episode 1 and episode 2. So that's gonna be it. Thank you very much. I enjoyed this very much. I do enjoy this a lot. That's really fun. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.